Hello, my friends. How y'all doing? And of course, you know who this is by now. Free. All right. And I'm gonna do a review. I don't know when this will be uploaded because as I'm recording this right now, it is October 1st, and the rest of this month will be horror movies. So this is just some reviews I'm gonna have laying in my computer around. Excuse me, the way I'm gonna have laying around in my computer for a while until maybe the end of October or November or whatever. Well, it's a movie I want to talk about, and I seen this. Or whatever a while, not so long ago, and that is the anticipated one I've been waiting for. By me, at least anticipated. Superman, Batman, Apocalypse, the animated DC Comics, DC Universe movie, straight to DVD. Of course, it's supposed to be, I think, the sequel to Superman, Batman, Public Enemies, which I haven't seen yet. Who knows? Maybe by the time I record this and everything, maybe I will see it, and I'll probably do another review for that. Anyway, the movie, of course, stars Tim Daly, who played the voice of Superman in the '90s animated cartoon series, which I remember enjoying, and also Kevin Conroy, who played the voice of Batman back in the animated series back in the '90s. He plays the voice of Batman here again. And Andre Braugher, who plays Darkseid, the villain of the film. And of course, I say the best for last, Summer Glau playing Kara Jor-El, aka Supergirl. And the score, I wish I would get the composer for this movie right. If anything, I'll probably put it up on a pop-up around here somewhere and stuff like that. It's got a good score. The movie opens up in which it takes place in Gotham City, the first part of the movie. The opening in which you hear like some news radio station or whatever talking about Gotham City and everything like that. Until there's like meteor showers that hit, and meteor crashes in Gotham City, hitting the Gotham River, fucking up a ship that was there and everything like that. And Batman comes with his bat boat to investigate what happened, what crashed there. And when he goes underneath the water, we see a silhouette of I guess a woman, a blonde woman coming out of the water, and she crawls out of the water to get into Batman's boat, but she clumsily activates the boat, and the boat goes at full speed. Batman hooks his grappling hook gun, shoots at it to grab onto the boat, and the boat explodes into something. And Batman looks to investigate what hit. And then we got the opening credits with that beautiful score. God, I know it's John somebody. He did a very good job with the opening score over there. And then after the credits go by, then we see these guys working on this dock somewhere, or these dock workers or whatever. And of course now we see again this naked woman, but not fully naked because it's PG-13. But you know, we have an idea it's a naked woman there, petite, blonde hair. We already know who it is. At least I knew who it was. And these guys, I guess they're being kind of fresh, pretty much, to her. And they say, "Hey, lady, can I help you out?" And they try to grab her boob. And the girl doesn't speak English. She speaks Kryptonian. She takes the guy, she tries to stop the guy's hand, and she, without her knowing her own straight, breaks the guy's wrist. And then he's on the floor or whatever. And then one guy tries to do something. She flips one guy over. Boom. And then the black guy's, three guys. And the black guy's look at me. "Look, lady, I ain't doing it." Takes off his trench coat and throws it at her. She takes the trench coat, puts it on, and runs away in fear and stuff. Then Batman shows up and asks the guy with the fucked up, the wrist is broken, what happened here? And then it cuts away, and she's running across the street. Now we get a chance to see who the girl is. Of course, it's Kara Jor-El. And she's running across the street. The car hits her. Nothing happens to her. She's in shock about it. She doesn't realize what power she possesses. And she's chased by cops. She jumps over the cops and she floats away. Cops don't shoot her. They shoot at her. All they do is cut the jacket, not injuring her. Once again, familiar power, isn't it, folks? Batman confronts her, and accidentally, because she doesn't know her own strength. She jumps over Batman. It kind of kicks him. Batman falls back, and then she escapes, falls through this window or whatever, and like that. And Batman has a piece of kryptonite, and she gets knocked out and stuff. And he takes her back to the Batcave, run tests on her, and everything like that. And she breaks through something there and fucks up his computer. And then Superman comes in, and Superman sees her. They speak in Kryptonian tongue, and he explains to Batman that's his cousin, Kara Jor-El, and there was a marking on the ship or whatever that's in Kryptonian. He translates it, and everything like that. And sometime, a little bit of time passes. They have her in quarantine because Batman's convincing Superman, look, don't be so trusting. You know, we don't know who could it be from outside, or whatever. But Superman's like, look, she's my only family I have, you know. And they have a little bit of dialogue there and everything. And then, of course, now she breaks the Kryptonian language and starts speaking English. Now we have Summer. And it starts out with Batman kind of giving her a bit of a hard time. Well, fucking Batman, you know. He's like, do you remember your mother's name? And stuff like that. And, you know, being kind of a bit of a dick because, you know, he's you know, a little paranoid, a little, what do you call it, pessimist or whatever about the stuff, you know, because, you know, Batman's Batman, separates Batman from Superman, you know. Superman sees the good in everybody. Batman is a little more suspicious of everybody, you know, and she doesn't like him. She doesn't take a liking to him, so her and Superman bond a bit, and you have some good dialogue there between both of them, like, she wants to know about being an Earth girl, so you have a good montage when he takes her shopping, some funny stuff and everything like that. And Summer, of course, does a great job as Kara. You know, once again, she took me hook, line, and sinker off the sea. I know people are going to say, you always going to say that because she's Summer. Well, that's me, but that's right. But, you know, I'm going to call out some people to check this movie out. Watch after I finish reviewing this. So then what happens is it cuts away, and now we're on the planet Apocalypse. And we see this warrior woman there fucking up some demons or something like that. Was left of them. Competing, I guess, for a title to lead Darkseid's army. So the guy holding the auditions is Granny, some motherfucker named Granny, big fat dude, look like a woman, talks like a man, you know. So okay, get through the Furies, and you got the job. The Furies are like these badass killer women, man. I mean, badass, man, because you have a scene there where she's trying to hold her own against them, and she's being thrown and stabbed and punched and flipped over, and then one of them just slams her hard and fall, pa! And you know she's dead because she's on the floor. You see blood coming out of her. So for PG-13 is edgy, which I like that. I like when they do that with these made-to-DVD, animated movies. You know, they like to do a Planet Hulk, and Marvel does Brian Hell. DC does a good fucking job with that, man. I love that. They put more balls into animation. I wish they could do that with some of the live action shit. They don't do that with live action stuff, especially 20th century fuckface, you know, and everything. And so Darkseid gets wind that a meteor crashed on Earth with this mysterious girl or whatever that has some form of power. So he enlists his some of his cohorts to go and get her, so he could brainwash her or manipulate her or whatever to lead his army or whatever. So that thing happens there. And you have a good dialogue. Once again, it comes back to Superman and to, you know, to Clark Kent now, and of course Kara. And she's a statue of Superman. It's a good scene there where she goes, "This is the way they all see you, huh?" And she goes, "You know, can I tell you something?" He tells her, "You can tell me anything." And he goes, "I don't think I could be anyone's champion." You know, and it's a good scene. I like the way it's done. And I like the way the animation looks, like on Superman, of course, on Kara herself. It looks like the person that did the animation must have had Summer in mind for the casting or something, because you can see the way the body's designed and everything, and the facial expressions. It looked like they must have had Summer in mind, except for the blonde hair and the blue eyes. But they hook, line, and sinker off to the sea, like I said. So what happens is they have that dialogue. There's a good dialogue. And sorry, I put the fan on. I'm sweating. Talking about Summer. It always happens. And there's an attack. And somebody grabs Kara by the legs and starts dragging her. Somebody with superhuman strength. And we realize it's fucking Wonder Woman. And her friends or whatever. Her Amazons. And the idea is Batman had got in touch with Wonder Woman to take Kara away so she could learn her powers and stuff like that. Superman's a bit against it because, once again, that's his only family he's got. And he wants to be responsible, you know, for her and everything. But Batman tries to explain to her, look, she doesn't know her power. And then when that little attack happened, she had no control of her lasers, her visions, and nothing like that. She fucks up half of the park. So he's reluctant to do it, but he does it. And then it fast forwards 2 months later, a couple of months later, and you have one of the Amazonians. He's kind of like a psychic. He sees image of Superman picking up this blonde girl body from the water. So Wonder Woman starts training her. Once again, Superman's overprotective. And makes a long story short, right? Wonder Woman in this movie kind of bugged me a little bit because she seems very bitchy at times. She has to come with us. I'm like, couldn't you fucking just go off to talk to Superman and Batman? Look, Clark, you know, we got to take her with us or whatever. But no, real bitchy. Oh no, she's got to come with us. I'm like, are you taking her to be an Amazon? Or are you taking her to initiate her into lesbian porn or something, you know? Nothing against lesbians, but just that's the vibe I got with Wonder Woman. Like, what the fuck? She must come with us. I'm like, come on. Good talk to made it be that. But then again, you have no action. Just my opinion. You know, manhandling my lady, you know, sort of. So then they go there, and she's about to go take a swim. No nudity. With the psychic girl, which is her friend. And out of nowhere, Superman, and on that island, the Amazonian island, where Wonder Woman's army is at, with the women, they get a portal opens up, and there's a bunch of fucking Doomsdays. That's right, Doomsday, a bunch of them. And you have a big, epic, kick-ass fucking fight with Superman, Batman with a fucking axe, Wonder Woman with her lasso and the sword is going to town on these Doomsday. And they're badass, man. And they realize it was a distraction, and Kara gets kidnapped. But first, we don't realize that. I know I probably fucked it up. So there's a girl in the water, blonde girl in the water. So Superman runs thinking that's Kara, and it's actually the psychic girl that predicted what it was she predicted her own death. You see Superman picking her up. So they decide to go to Apocalypse, and they enlist the help of a woman they rescued from Apocalypse who was part of Darkseid's army. So she goes off with them, with Batman and Wonder Woman, and you got some ass kicking going on the planet in Apocalypse and stuff like that. And Darkseid gets mind control over Kara, and Kara has a big fight with Superman and stuff like that. To a point where he has to bitch slap her, which I didn't want him to see him do, but hey, he had no choice. Superman, you can't fuck up Superman. No. So he takes her away. Batman plays a mindfuck game with Darkseid to let Kara go. It works, so we think. And she makes it back to Earth. And next thing you know, she decides to complete some training with the Amazonians a little bit. Then Superman takes her to his home in Smallville. And when he go over there, she's not sure what her destiny is gonna be, but it leads to a surprise climax, which I don't want to give away, but I will say I was very, very impressed with the climax and the action. That's all I'm gonna say on that. Now the movie, obviously I could say I like this way better than Iron Man 2. Why? Because Summer's in it? That's one reason. Two, it's a lot of action. It has story, but it doesn't stay too talky. You know, it moves at a great pace. I invest into the characters. I care about... Hey, I cared about Superman. I cared about... I guess, sort of Wonder Woman when she wasn't being bitchy, you know. Darkseid, Andre Braugher, it's a bad motherfucker. And you see the movie, you know what I mean? He's just bad, you know, and stuff. And the Furies and the fight with Wonder Woman with the girl and fucking up the Furies. It's a good fight. I mean, it's a good movie. I love these animation. I'm gonna see if I can get my hands on some more of these, man. I'm gonna get Batman Under the Red Hood. I want to see if I can get that Wonder Woman animated movie. I know Michael reviewed that a while back, so I know that was good. He told me good things. He told good things about it. And so, but I'm gonna get my hands on this. They even had a sneak peek on here, a new Superman animated movie. They're gonna be cooking up, I think, for next year, called All-Star Superman. It's based on the comic book. They took a sneak peek about it, and it looks pretty good, you know. So the rating for this film, for the action, the characters, of course, Summer's performance was great. I bought her as Kara Jor-El. I had no problem. Supergirl, I had no problem. Who better? The rating for this will be, besides Wonder Woman being a bit bitchy, I can let it pass. I can give it a pass, and I'll give it 10 out of 10. So thank you all for watching, and See you whenever this review's up. Later.